You have probably had the feeling before when you're just staring at a blank screen. You know you should start, however, you don't. You're procrastinating and you just can't. That was me last month. I had a project that was massive, which honestly, if I'm being, all of my projects feel kind of massive to me. And every single time I opened up my laptop, my brain would shut down and I would eventually just shut this down. I would close everything and just walk away, go on a walk to refresh. And it was really just procrastinating. And if I'm being honest with you, but I realized that the problem wasn't discipline. It wasn't that I didn't have any motivation. It wasn't that I needed to hustle harder or anything like that. I just needed to make my goals smaller, right? I have large goals. Like I'm pretty sure like you do as well. All of us have large goals. And when I have these large goals, I always think that I need to finish everything. And I realized that I need to change it to I just need to start something. So today I'm going to show you how to literally just start something and give you a 5 minute tool, task, framework, whatever you want to call it, that I've been using to help me break down all of my larger goals into digestible segments. Because one thing I've realized is that big goals really do create a lot of procrastination, and the smaller goals that we have within everything, the small wins are the ones that are allowing us to create momentum. So whenever you have a task that is too big, right? Your mind is probably telling you like, okay, this is a large lift. It's going to drain you a little bit and it's going to do what it does best, like avoid it. And when you're doing this, you may start organizing or reorganizing your desk. You may start scrolling through your phone or like whatever it is. Whatever you're doing is not the frog, right? Maybe you've heard of the book, Eat the Frog, eating the frog, making sure that you are essentially just taking care of that one task that you have to do and not procrastinating. When I was writing my first book, maybe what was this in 2019? I used to freeze every single time when I would open up my laptop because the goal felt impossible for me, especially since I did not consider myself an author or a writer just yet. And I decided to try something new to help me break out of that procrastination period. What I did was I committed to just doing one paragraph at a time. That's it, just one paragraph. And once I noticed that, okay, I can do this, I thought maybe I can do another. And I just kept going. And one paragraph turned into a chapter, a chapter turned into, a couple chapters in the rest of the book. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And next thing I knew, I finished the entire ebook within 48 hours. And that is the power of momentum. Every win, every small win, right, tells your brain, okay, I am capable. I can do this, right? No matter what the challenge is, I can tackle it, right? I can make sure that I can get this next task accomplished. The thing is, a lot of us want things to be perfect, and perfectionism really just keeps us stuck. But the small wins that we have are the ones that truly do keep us moving forward. And every small promise that you keep to yourself, right, these small wins, it proves to yourself and to other people that you are someone that follows through. So this is a tool that I want to give you to make sure that you don't get stuck. And like I said earlier, it's like a little 5 minute system. And if something ever feels overwhelming, right, I want you to just break this out and try it. So this is what it is. Whenever we're thinking, oh, I have too much going on, I need to do it all, the first thing I want you to do is rewire your brain to say, I'll just start. That's it. You don't always have to say, I'm going to get it all done today. I'll do it all right now. I'll just start. Here's the key question. What is the smallest thing, smallest step, smallest increment, whatever it is, that you can take right now? When you ask yourself, of course, what is the smallest thing that I can take right now at this moment? Maybe it's writing one sentence. Maybe it's creating a new document. Maybe it's doing one slide. Maybe it's just cleaning one shelf. I don't know what the task is that you have to do. For myself, and I'm not going to lie, I think it annoys my wife a little bit. Whenever I clean the apartment, I always clean in small 5-minute increments. And so like I'll set a little timer and I'll just clean one section of the apartment, then I'll move on to somewhere else. And then she was like, why don't you just clean everything at once? Well, I needed to break it down. That's just how I operate. I just need to break it down. So once I get one thing done after that 5-minute timer is up, I'll move to something else and so on and so on. And over time, the apartment gets cleaned by the end of the session that we have. And other things get done as well, right? And that's the power of momentum. So this is what I want for you. Here's your step today, because as always, I want you to be able to take something from the video so you can accomplish whatever it is that you're working on right now. I want you to pick one task, all right? Pick one task that you've been avoiding, break it down into smaller pieces, and ask yourself, what is that smallest piece? And commit to 5 minutes, set a timer, and just start. That's it. Just break it down, small pieces. What's the one thing that you need to do, and then just go ahead and start. The hardest part about all of this isn't the work, it's just beginning. And maybe you've even heard the quote before, it goes something like the journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step, right? That's what we're talking about today. Your one step is just 5 minutes away. So remember, as I'm wrapping up the video, small wins are going to build that big momentum. And your challenge is simply just trying out one 5-minute task that you can accomplish today. Maybe it ends up becoming 15, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is, but you're taking that first step. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and drop a comment as well, because I'm always reading the comments. And tell me what your first 5-minute win is. I'm of course going to read every single one of them, and I will see you all in the very next video. See ya.